welcome everyone. I'm really waiting for everybody to join. Let's see who will join today. Let's see if we can actually go up this time. All right. Look at my hair. Nice, that's better. Yeah, we're going live with another stream, and this time we are going to do nothing in particular. I honestly think just like chatting today. That would be it. Yeah. Yesterday was okay. Cool, everything works. So let's wait for some people to join in and then we move on. What was the white noise part? We're here yesterday. We did some stuff that I think that I didn't push, right? Is it the case? Because I'm sure I pushed some stuff. You wanna stash changes, it says. Okay, let me see, what is this? It doesn't seem like a big of a deal, right? I just added the console log errors and the analytics part and this one here. Seems like we need to push these because these are error tslint flags, and let's do that. Then therefore we need also to go here and pull, and then back to develop. Nice. I mean, look at that. All right, cool. Let's see who joined and let's answer your question, guys. I think we will be doing just QA today, right? Today we will just QA, right? I don't feel really like doing anything, so I'll wait for some people to join and then we start like doing some QA by JavaScript. I think that would be fine. Let's see if I can make some sketches to prepare for this. And honestly, it's either very much noisy kind of UI or you have the dark mode and it's really boring. So either kind of day or night. This is kind of crazy. All right, anybody to join? Let's see your question. I'll try to check out also on Twitch and on Kick as well, because we have people joining there all the time. Nice, so I prepared all the chats and let's start with this QA session for JavaScript and let's see what people ask. Cool. Thanks everybody for joining and thanks for everybody who follows already. I really like this and I only see new faces, which is really cool. Yep, that's nice. So today we're gonna talk about some npm packages that I found out about, and also maybe we can talk about configs and stuff like that are simple, and also maybe talk about this part where I explain what I'm doing with this app as well. Yeah, cool. So it's rather kind of late, 10:30 where I'm from, so it's not bad. Yeah, for my viewers, they usually come here around 8 p.m. To 10 p.m. They don't want more. But yeah, sorry for that if I'm being late for all of you guys. Hey Franco, now Franco is the guy, is the man for this chat, always the first to come in for 2 nights in a row. Actually, I think, yeah, we had really cool chats and I'm really happy about this community part where everybody is actually doing their best to join in the live stream. And that's it. Yeah, Sean again, nice. Where are you based? I'm based in Germany, Munich. So yeah, CET, Central European Time. I'm not sure about you guys, but I hella saw that there's a lot of people from South Africa following me, and also a lot of people from Australia. in the US and the UK part of it, but not as much as South Africa. And I have no idea why, honestly, but I really enjoy that part. Because probably, let me see what is the time there for South Africa now. Probably not the same, huh? South Africa time. Well, you're just 1 hour ahead, so that's cool. So Azza said, JavaScript? Du bist in Deutschland? Yeah, I am. I don't know why, but whenever I read actually a comment that is about German in German, basically, I just imagine in my head people shouting. Even though that I'm living here and and I really like Germany, but the fact is that everybody is either shouting or calm. So I only can imagine that people are shouting in my head whenever they speak German. But yeah, today I'll tell you a funny story that happened at work today. We had some guy joining us from Ukraine, right? It was really nice. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed talking to him. And the fun part that you don't know about me, guys, that I actually studied partly in the Eastern Europe. So I had my master's done in Moscow, and I also visited Ukraine for work. I visited Serbia for work as well, but Serbia, Balkans, basically, and I stayed there for a while. So 2 years and a half in Moscow, Voronezh, also another city in Russia, and then 1.5 years in Belgrade, and then Germany, basically. Yeah, but also before that there was France, right? Yeah, so that actually for me is kind of like really cool, because I had to touch a lot of cultures before I actually go 100% into job and job life, and in terms of like just staying in one place and not moving anywhere. So when I stayed in Germany, my teammate was like this. Like I joined and there was an Arab, which I speak Arabic as well. There was also a guy from Russia, which I also speak Russian. And then there was a guy from Serbia, which I spoke a bit of Serbian as well. So it was very funny that I had to speak to each one of them in their language. And so I can at that time practice, right? Became so cool in Russian. So I can speak it right now very much good. I think I have B1 plus 100%. 100% I can speak Russian now like a native. Not like it, but I can speak it really, really cool. With the Arabs, yes, it's my native language, so I can speak it. You see from the beard, I'm just hairy everywhere. My hair seems short, but it's kind of like over my eyes. So if I do this, I probably will look like like always. It's very funny in my family. We don't have any problem with balding. So once I did a test with my friend. And it's kind of like it came out that I have like multiple than normal hair fossils or whatever it's called. Anyway, so theme fix hello asked. We are actually just developing stuff, but today I'm sharing just some cool stories and stuff about work. And yeah, that's it. I mean, if you are here for the first time, then please follow, and you will see me actually live streaming every day trying to build stuff or talking to the chat. And I honestly enjoy the part where we are talking, because I really kind of resonate with the chat, and we all talk about very interesting stuff. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so are you using Windows with NeoVim? Yeah, I'm using, actually I can use NeoVim with PowerShell or with WSL. Both of them work. You just need to install the utils for both of them. So if you are on WSL, probably install a package manager like Brew and then move on with install NeoVim. Or if you are in Windows, install PowerShell from the store, and then like the new PowerShell, because there is a new PowerShell terminal. And yeah, install Chocolately. It's like a very good package manager for Windows. And believe me, it has everything that you need. Please set up also your profile and you will be good to go. Yeah, nice. So Sean, welcome back. Honestly, I had to work for 2 companies lately, and I don't know if you know or not, but I work for Adobe, the Adobe company that did Photoshop and After Effects and stuff like that. I really love it and I hate it at the same time because a lot of politics in this company, and I'm just saying what everybody knows. So we have like the Gen AI, which is our AI right now in Adobe, and it's kind of like a lot of talks are over the way. You don't know what you're doing. You're just trying to make people buy stuff. But we still have our sold products, which are the Adobe stuff that people love, like Photoshop, After Effects, and so on. And I work for another company which I really love it, and that's where the story of the Ukrainian guy came in, which is actually a green company trying to sell batteries to people in Europe. And these batteries are environment friendly, where you can put methanol in them, and then you will get you pure water to drink, even, or to use it for like the cleaning stuff or wherever. And these batteries can be installed on top of mountains. I think they even tried with Canada, Australia, Antarctica, and Everest, like the mountain and stuff. And they tried to install them everywhere, and they worked. I work with this company as a permanent employer, and the other company, Adobe, I work with them as a contractor. I couldn't get the hold of Adobe. It's either you sell your soul, kind of, so you become like traveling everywhere, getting a good payment, doing that and this and that, or you just say no, I'll just code, and you will be just down until you're fired, basically. So it's different stuff. So to answer Franco's actually questions about building the white noise app, actually, yeah, it's not private at all. You can go to my GitHub. I'll share my screen in a bit. So you can go to my GitHub, which is the one that you will see right now on the screen. Hopefully it gets captured. Yeah, nice. So yeah, you can go here and scroll down. Well, these are not. I have 142 repos, but not all of them are interesting. One of them being right now loading, which is the white noise one, which is public actually. You can go there and fork it. I think a guy forked it and I already have a pull request on it. But I will accept anything that you're trying to add. I have some other stuff like this trade and economy stuff, and some other stream-based, not private. These one are actually general, and everybody can go and find them. And this is where we actually did the lead code part on stream. Yeah, so if you go white noise, you can find the whole project that I'm showing right now. So it's not too much. Actually, it got bigger. So now we have multiple folders, multiple routes. We have also 10 stack installed. So that's why you can see here with the route gen file, route 3 gen file, yeah, .ts. And honestly, yeah, that's it. Yeah, let's try to kind of like do some stuff, talk about coding today, and maybe explain some stuff that we need to do for the next few rounds. But today, honestly, I'm hammered. I recently come home and I feel like honestly dead. Yeah, let me answer some of the questions. Azza or Azza, I think that's an Arabic name as well. It's kennst du framework Laravel? Yeah, I know Laravel. It's a PHP based framework, and I honestly love it because I have a friend of mine who's French actually, Mr. International, and he works with Laravel much, but he dropped a bomb on me once. Took me to his employer and told them that I work with React. I can install a React component on top of Laravel. I was like, I don't know how to do that, but how much you will pay me? They said, oh yeah, I will pay you whatever. And I was like, okay, fuck it. I actually ended up installing React on top of Laravel. I didn't know. If you ask me now, I don't know how to do it. But there was like this kind of locker files that I could actually say, you come with Laravel installed as my backend, and then I can put on top React as a plugin. So as I said, yeah, genau, ich komme aus Tunesien, which means that she's from Tunisia. The little that she knows that I'm from Tunisia too. So marhaba bik and welcome. So yeah, I'm here avoiding writing tests for a client. I best jump off TikTok and get work done. Well, I mean, interesting, yeah, because I also do the same. I was the one to implement a lot of stuff for vtest, and I did that as a contributor, and then I ended up actually hating it when I do it for a job, because what people come to you to do is like, hey, take all of this. We have like some packages or some yarn tests or whatever tests that they worked with Enzyme, and I hate Enzyme. Like, why Enzyme or Enzyme or whatever? Why people still use it while you have Jest under the hood with React? I understand it's like a habit, but they come to you and be like, hey, can you just rewrite everything? And you look at the files and you end up doing like a pull request with 300 files changed, and oof, the amount of comments you see, it's kinda crazy. Like, I wish if I can show you like one of my work PRs lately. It was 400 files got changed because we jumped from React React app to Vite, and then Vite doesn't read everything. You know what I did? I will do it. 1 second. I'll show you that. This is me actually trying to find out South Africa time right now. All right, it will be a bit dark because the screen now is fully dark. So how is it going? So we have an app, right? This app is a really beautiful app, very nice, whatever. We have here just a simple app. This app actually is made with Create React app, right? Started on 2016, right? Which means that you know here, what is that? By the way, if you put this into a scale, React functional components came on 2018. So if you Google now React function components performance, you will find out a YouTube video about this on exactly September, I think, or August 2018, when Mark Zuckerberg team actually went there from Facebook and explained how function components is common now, common JS called and stuff like that, and they wanted actually to present that. So we had a problem with this keyword because there was like a lot of class components, let's say. And at that time, TypeScript was new kind of to this. And the thing is that some of the components that we had were read not as functional components, not as class components, but they were read as JSX elements. So basically, if you extract a component, CMP, let's call it, you need to extract it as a type of JSX.element, right? Which is fairly enough, it's cool. But then came this and it changed the whole game. Now you need to extract it as a functional component, and therefore you pass the props into it here, right? So just from this simple thing that I just talked about means that every file that is a JSX component will be changed at least with this functional type, and also its props will be changed. Nevertheless, a lot of people who worked here with the classes like the word interface, right? Because interface is more used, so you can extend or do whatever, do it with it. But for me at that time, it was like, okay, but VS Code was my prime actually IDE at that time. So what I did with it, I tried actually to see when is VS Code trying to yell at me the most, which mean that if actually I try to do certain stuff, let's say I try to create a prop, right, or whatever, and I want to read it through another component, I need actually to say to VS Code, I'd rather type it as a type, something equal, because then VS Code will integrate this type in its types classes, interfaces. Under the hood, it does this because it has like this TypeScript installed globally, and it knows that if you use type, whenever you create a new int or a new class or a new initiation of that, it will read it correctly. It will know exactly what will be there. So if you do like array and then you do dot push, it knows that that's an array of, for example, numbers, and it will wait for a number. The moment you write a text here, it will say, no, I don't want to do that. I will never do that. I will just wait for you to actually change this into a number. Though if you do it with an interface, that's wrong. All right. So came up to that. I was like, okay, cool. How many files do you have? And how much should I change this? They said, okay, we have this kind of like 1,000 files or whatever. Can you do it? The little that I know, I accepted that. Okay, for the money, fuck it. I mean, you give me 8K a month netto in my pocket, I will fucking do whatever. I will raise your kids, man. So I was like, okay. So all right. So at that time, it was really cool to start with. I was like, yeah, nice. I will do it. I read the chat. Sorry for that. I'm just telling the story and I'm looking at the chat, and I will go one by one and I will read everything. All right. So it was like that. So I ended up at the end with like a story short with a PR around like 1,000 files to be changed, and I didn't sleep for 3 months, and I had also to work on high charts, which is actually another dream of mine. To I was dreaming to join their team at some point to just build this, but now they are a nightmare because of their new stuff like X-range, spline chart, lines. Like line and spline are the same thing, but they created a lot of stuff that made it into like like hell, like props hell. So I ended up really having like a lot of trouble. So at the end, I was like, you know what? Let me pick the best job ever. Find a company where there's like 5 people. Everybody knows what they are doing. If there is one dev backend, one dev ops, well, let's call one ops guy, one front, which was me, right? And one lead. And that's it. Now I work on this kind of way, and I really love it, and I think that's a small successful way, because if you don't have a PM, you don't have a PO, you don't have a CTEEOMMP or whatever these kind of names that I do now. And I think that this is how you create wonders, right? This is how you create wonders. You just have poor people, everybody knows what they're doing, and they go like pop, 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 they finish wherever they want. Yeah. All right, let me now read the comments again, because sorry for that, I didn't read all your comments, but I will read them now. Okay, so Nick TikTok doesn't want me to do that. All right, I will go up. Theme. So theme, actually here I'm using Tokyo Night. Yeah. Where is it you work? I work remotely for one, and the other is in Munich. Or München. How many hours coding in a day? I do around 8 or more, or 18. It depends on the mood. How do I need to know as a full stack web developer to get a job? As I always say, please don't make me do this every day. So let me do this. Roadmap sh. So go here. If you want to go full stack, this is a website called Roadmap sh. It does have everything for you to actually follow to become a full stack developer. And then it became like one of the best things that anybody actually will go and look into whenever they want to become something. So go for that. Are you a freelancer? Yeah, I do freelance. What's the stack and framework you are using? For now, I am doing this. I'm doing React / Next. I do also TRPC, also Prisma as an ORM. ORM, object relational manager. So basically, whenever you query the database, you will have a model as users, for example, and you do users.get or user.push or user whatever. So it's not get, it's like, it can be a query as well. So user.query or whatever. These two, and then I do, let me go up. I do the MERN base. So here the MERN, just delete the R because I did that. So Node, Express, and MongoDB. I usually do PostgreSQL as well, but I think lately I loved more how MongoDB is more in the cloud. So Mongo, yeah, I write very badly. All right, that's it. Yeah, have you ever coded? Yeah, I did a Shopify UI. I did a lot on that. I did PHP on it, and I did also typical normal vanilla CSS and JavaScript. Wow, Sean is a beast. He does .NET Core. I think you and my uncle will be really good. Yeah, .NET, not NetBeans as well. They are one of the most corely OOP language, object-oriented programming, relational languages. And they actually hardcorely depend on how you know and handle classes and interfaces and these kind of stuff. Methods also. And it depends also on privately and statically and publicly. We call them the PSP. And these are how you can actually handle your attributes into the class, which is really amazing. But I don't know what is Blazor. Is it like Node? Do you have Discord? Yeah, I do. Yeah, everybody who is on Discord, I will share with you my Discord in the chat. It's really a stupid name for now. Oh, I cannot do that. How can I share with you my Discord, guys? You know what? DM me and I will send it to you. That will be good. gRPC services in C#. Proto buff is nice. Oh, okay. I honestly don't know much about C#. I worked with Unity once, but I found out that you can do also that on JavaScript sometime. So I switched. But the thing is that it's really amazing, like how C# developed to be more into the gaming side, and how people now is using it for gaming is really impressive. All right. Nice. I'm not that fast, Azza. I'm not that fast. Is JavaScript very similar to Java? You know, I heard this and I will tell it to you. This is kind of like the most dumb kind of proportion. I'm not saying you're dumb, I'm just saying the dumb way to explain it to anybody. You put Java and JavaScript, you write them both like this, and you write now car and carpet. Is car equal carpet? No. Then the same. So the thing is about JavaScript, when it came up in 1994, when I was born, that's when it went public. It was named something else, and let me remember that. Do anybody in the chat knows what it was called in 1994? Something really really strange. I forgot. Actually, I'm a JavaScript developer and I forget that. So first name, let me just type that. First name of JavaScript. I know that I know it. Yeah, Mocha. Yeah, and then there was another name, Netscape. Yeah. So the guy who made it, or the guys who made it, by the way, they don't have an HQ, so there is no building somewhere you go and you find out that JavaScript is being built. Yeah, so there is Mocha, and Mocha didn't do so much, so they called it Netscape. They wanted actually also to hop into something, so they started to get their number to be a bit exponential, and then it went like this. So this is a graph. So what I did, they were like, okay, what is the most now known language? And it was Java. So I was like, what the hell, let's call JavaScript. And it worked, actually. It's like right now you go, for example, Kendrick Lamar or wherever, and or let's call it like that. Kendrick Lamar got his the best artist for 2024. So you name yourself, for example, I don't know, Pending Lamar or something like that, and basically if you get some hits, and you will actually become known, because basically it's the same name. If someone spells this wrong, then he will go to you. Yeah, like the baby, little baby and the baby. Yeah, exactly, Fabio. Yeah, nice. So that's it. I mean, yeah, Sean, actually, sorry, I didn't see your comment, but now Blazor is basically MS, bringing back old MVC.NET. All right, so Sean, help me out actually understanding the MVC part. I know that this means model, right? I know that this means view, and I know that means controller, right? But I don't think that when I do Node.js, I can do this kind of thing, but I don't think Node is more of a MVC platform or MVC framework. So what is the MVC in real time? So basically when you do that with whatever you mentioned, .NET, how is MVC in .NET? Take your time, write the comment you want to write, and I'll try to understand it with you. All right, because yeah, you need to ask someone who knows rather than writing it yourself. Freelancers and consultants are the worst. Thank you, Auntie Cheetah. If it wasn't that I know you from the chat, I would literally say something bad. But I'm kidding. Yeah, you know why freelancers are bad sometimes? Because you have something called the 31st of every month. So let's say 31st of March, and you hired him the 1st of March, right? He's seeing you as number 3. He's waiting for his salary all the day. The more hours, let's say his 1 hour is like, I don't know, like 80 euros, let's say, like in the middle range. He's counting in his head, if I work 40 hours per week, 5 times or 4 times, then I will hit the 80 mark, then I will end up with blah, 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 then yes, for sure, I will do that. And when you have someone hired, it's different. It's like I will get by goals and I don't know, and meetings and stuff. So he will be slower, but it will be efficient as well. Yeah, with Nest.js you can do MVC 100%. Fabio said it's just an architectural choice. It just keeps things in folder, just separating of concern. So yeah, okay, then not a very big difference from what I know. Because from what you're saying right now is just, if it's just the separation of concern, then all good. Yeah. So what are actually, I remember that we have like our rule for coding. Do you know this one? The dries, they call it. Anybody in the chat knows what's a dry? And I will write another one. And what is the third one? If you can know it, you have a cookie. Yeah. Yeah, bro gave him a test. That's correct. Okay, so, oh god, blast from the past. ActiveX and CSS targets with the selectors for examples. Lol. Alright. Who talked about CSS? Is it me? I don't know. Alright. Yeah, I have a YouTube where you can rewatch these videos. You can actually find me out on, right now I'm doing this on Twitch as well. Sadly, I don't have much viewers here, but you can find me the same name on Twitch. Go there, follow me, and actually you will be able to see all the videos. Right now I cannot click anywhere to see them, but whenever the live ends, you can see them all. All right. Yeah. So dry stands for don't repeat yourself. And S is stupid, basically. It says don't repeat yourself, stupid. And there is the solid one as well. So one of them is what actually Sean said in the chat, the separation of concern. And funny enough, it's not the S, it's one of these. So let me actually search for that. Oops, my keyboard actually is not charged, or am I having a trouble with it? All right. So solid principles, yeah. So I'd rather not explain it to you in a fuzzy way. These are the ways to know it. Oh my gosh, I'm not actually trying now to accept cookies or whatever. Come on, get away from my face. All right. So you see here, I will zoom in. So the single responsibility principle, and it's not the separation of concern of solid. I was thinking actually S and solid means the separation of concern, but this one means that you actually get away as much as possible from putting 2 classes into the same file, which means that if you are having 2 classes defined in the same file, you are not doing it correct. The single responsibility principle is not attended, basically, and that's you get an OPSI for. So this for solid, you can say actually it also goes for separation of concern, but single responsibility is what it is for. All right. Then we go to the O part. The O part is open close principle. I think this one is more with the code you can get it. So let me actually see here what it means. So extend without modifying the class itself. Yeah. So the thing about this O, I think it's not the way that I understand it, and I don't think this this definition is correct. What I actually think it is, and what I know it is from where I study it, it is that whenever you open a new class or have a new class, you need actually to know that whoever extends your class or whoever works in your class doesn't end up to ruin it. So that's the open close principle. So here they say it kind of like a close. Every class should be extendable without modifying the class itself, but not without modifying, but I would put it like without cracking it, basically, without spilling the tea. Or maybe if you have something public, it should stay public. If you have something static, which is no example protected like shapes, rather always be protected, because that's what we want to achieve, right? Yeah, there is Yagni and Kiss. Let's write them all. Yeah, there is Yagni. I don't know Yagni, but I know Kiss for sure. Yeah. All right. So we explain all of them. All right. So the O is open close. OC, CROC, and then let's go for the other one, which is we will pass by the single responsibility part. All right. This Liskov is a Russian guy. He's known by also implementing some of the like class principles and stuff. So let's go here. Let's go substitutions principle state. So Liskov came up and say, hey, I want every subclass basically, as he say, he had derived from my original class to actually be having the same relationship as all time. So you don't end up actually creating a third class, fourth class, fifth class that extend, and you then what we call the prop drilling or the drilling of classes. I don't know why these definitions look a bit kind of fuzzy, but I think they get you where they to the goal anyhow. So they say every subclass or derived class should be substitutable for their base or parent class. Actually, this is maybe C1 English that I don't understand. But what I told you right now about the prop stuff and drilling of classes probably is more understandable for you even to explain it. All right, so the Liskov. And then the I part, which is I think one of the easiest parts for this. Let me go up. What is it called? I actually forgot everything about this. Yeah, then this is one actually probably is by the name is understandable. The interface segregation principle and the dependency invasion principle. Let's open up next to each other. So this one, client should never be forced to implement an interface that doesn't get used. Makes sense. So don't implement stuff that you don't use. And also this one is for, actually I don't think that, yeah, it's a dependency inversion, which means that entities must be abstract, having an abstract concern, and that's it. You don't have to write all of this. Yeah, so you can decouple stuff. So if you have like two classes like this and you want to decouple them, you will be able to do that by just separating the attributes. And I think that's it. Yeah, open for extension, close for modification. That's what it is. Yeah, I mean, now we end up with this is derivability. That's what I remember it as. And what is the I? I just read it. Integrity. Yeah, nice. That's it. Okay, now comes to the ones that I don't know from the chat. Maybe you can explain it to me. Yeah, Sean, yeah, I remember. You know, I once lost like a really good job because I didn't actually know how to explain them, even though that I know them and I use them every day. Which is really sad because sometimes someone needs to be not given that L kind of mentality to the interviewer. You always need to be looking as a champ, right? And I looked as a champ and everything but the last little section when he asked me about the salt principle. Yeah, but look at that. I mean, it's just experience. All right. Yeah, this is like the full stack stuff that you need to learn. Funny enough, every time you click something, it will take you like to some courses. I think Scrimba is one of the best. It lets you actually edit code on top of the video that you're watching, which is really dope. And that's it. Yeah. What do you mean, Antichita? Solid is not about programming, but data design is relevant. Yeah. Sorry, my English if it's just sometimes misleading, but yeah, because when you code, it doesn't matter that you know how to code. It always does matter that you know how to design your apps, which means that you are architecturally understanding what you're doing, and that's what I think what Antichita is trying to explain. I will call you from now on Auntie because it seems like I'm talking another language when I say her name. You know, there was this guy. I saw a meme on this guy whose name was like a lot of consonants next to each other, whatever. And the guy said, "Who are you?" Like, I tried to spell your name and my carpet started to move. So that was a really funny joke. What stack does Adobe use? They use actually a lot of stacks. I mean, it depends. Adobe is different companies in one, honestly. But for you, for example, to understand what we do in the web framework, we use Spectrum CSS, for example, right? So for CSS, we have Adobe Spectrum. So if you type Spectrum in Google, you will find Adobe logo first. This is what I maintain. For example, I myself maintain, and we have like all the stuff that you need. For example, if you need to build an action bar, this is the action bar that you can do, right? So it depends also on the project. So these action bars are built on functions that we built ourselves. We're not dependent on Bootstrap. We're not dependent on whatever, and that's it. So we started from scratch, and we are using this in Adobe Experience Manager, on Adobe Target, on multiple actually projects. But then if you go to Photoshop and stuff, then you change 100% what you need to know, because then we are doing some different stuff. Developers will be soon replaced by AI agents. You need to learn AI. I mean, why should I learn AI if it's just getting to be replacing me, right? Yeah, I think Auntie doesn't understand. I mean, he's a developer. He knows DDD, domain-driven development. Yeah. All right, Sean, that's a really good thing, because when do you get replaced by AI? When AI starts to know and expect what the client wants, right? So if you bring me a Figma and you say my button is blue, let me call it blue, right? And you go to ChatGPT and you ask for the input blue, right? He will give you a blue button and it come back. All right, all good. This is easy, right? And really nice to do. But when you have an infrastructure of multiple microservices installed within one installment or VPS or whatever, and then you want to maintain all of this while you are actually working on different branches, and these branches need to be maintained one by one, merged when perfectly, and also you need to manage their env variables or their shell stuff, their I don't know, dependencies, and so on and so forth. It becomes a bit tricky for AI. It can help you writing some line of code, but not replacing you. I don't think that it will be replacing you, because then AI will get confused. And imagine if you tell AI, change a button, and you stop there. Does AI knows where to change the button? Does AI knows where to look for the task list and then come back with the correct task for that and know exactly which branch to work on? I remember testing an AI for actually doing a pull request. Only this. There is a new AI that takes over your computer, and it does that for you. So it goes into your computer, it opens like Chromium, it's called, V8 engine basically, and then it opens Chrome and it starts doing stuff. I asked it to just do one PR. So I have the main branch, main, and I want develop, let's say, to go into main. You know how much it said? I think 1 hour to just understand, and then it blocked into 5 hours or something. So 5 hours to merge. It's just a click of a button, but it got lost because when it opened Azure, it found out that we have automation branch, we have front end branch, we have like some other stuff, like we have also even dependencies like Grafana, Argo CD, like all this stuff, Jenkins and stuff like that. And sometimes for our YAML files and stuff, we need to actually batch or hijack some stuff. For example, if you want to have an environment variable for Matomo, let's say, for analytics, right? If you want to analyze something on branch dev but not on branch main, then basically you need to hijack your env and change them while you are actually pushing your image to the automation branch, which at that moment our guy stayed 5 hours and he didn't understand what it do. So I don't think AI will replace me, even though that it can replace my coding style, like it does do regex. I don't know how regex work. Till now, I'm a senior developer. I really honestly don't know how regex work, like till now. I know this, for example, if I want to exclude, like let's say let's say special characters, like you do AA, and then you do 09, and then you do /g or something like that. You put this into a test, and it will return to you all the special characters that are in your test. And if you tell me do the opposite, I actually don't know. So I'm just saying, right? Why should it replace me if the only use for it is just automation and stuff like that? Wrote all sort of stuff for AI and used it, so confident my job's safe for now. Yeah, me too, Sean. I think that we are on the clear. Yeah. How hard is computer science? It depends, mate. It depends on what you're trying to achieve. So that's why I don't answer this question vaguely. I always ask what you wanted to achieve, what are your goals, and then try to reverse engineer it. To reverse engineer your goals, basically, we know where you want to end up. Okay, Auntie, I think you are just having fun with us. You are just steering the live stream to reply to your comments only, with choosing like the only comments that you know that will trigger me, right? I got you. I understand what you're doing. Yes. So you see, I even did wrong. I think you need to do that here with the regex part. All right. So now we got Cheetah. We got his comment style. And from now on, I will only comment on the good comments of Anti-Cheetah. Only on the best comments of him. Only of the comments that I feel like he just went very much up. Became the best gentleman in the world. All right. What do you do, by the way, Auntie? Like, are you a developer? Because you didn't answer that question on top. Yeah, open for extensions and close for modification. That one actually replaces the O in solid. Yes, so that's correct. Regex is very handy when manipulating strings. And we stop there, but not only strings, by the way. I showed this in this app. I showed it as an example. Let me just take off this screen share. In this app, we have it used in the util function. I think helpers utils. Okay, I will let you read this, even though that it's not complete regex. I will try to split it. Where can I split it so you can see it in the screen? I'll split it with every parenthesis. Okay, I'm starting to type because I clicked I. I'll try to split it here. So it will look wrong, but it's not. So let's just read this one. Oh my gosh, it's too much red. Let's try to read it. So basically here I tried it to kind of like to know that you are actually putting into the input a YouTube URL. And what I didn't know is that I actually need the YouTube URL to be starting with HTTPS YouTube blah 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 blah, or it should be actually to the point where it can be u2.be, which is .belgium basically. They use it as well. So that was really eye-opening for me. So I kind of like created this regex just to make sure that you only paste links from there, because I gave it to my friends and they started to type, like, you know what I mean, like they start to find like a way to kind of hijack it to put like any type of other video, and you know which site they went to find these videos. Yeah, I don't have to hint it in the chat. Yeah, kind of heavy computationally for small strings. Yeah. So hi, with React app, do you use VTest to mock some functions? Can you show us some specs? All right, I can show you something in my GitHub. Let me just find it first, as I am just talking to you guys. Yeah, I'll show you an example of VTest. I use it a lot. I think VTest and VTest UI are one of the best. So I have a boilerplate. I call it 24 boilerplate. But before that, I will just go to the project where I used this. So I teach this project before. It's really coming in handy. Where is it? Yeah, testing. So here we are using Playwright. So I'll share my screen again. App. All right. So here you will see a normal, very normal React app. We have like a React app for pizza, basically delivery or something like that, and it does show you like how to test completely the right way that I really like, and I also support, which is using the plugins from Vite and Vitest and Vitest UI. Why Vitest UI? Because here this is how you do it. So you see right now that I have a coverage part. This actually comes in handy as well when you use VS Code, because it will show you how many covered files. Here building, we talk about Vite. So Vite will run on port 5173 for Vite. And then you have Prettier install, all of that, but it's not important. What is important are these two, the Vitest and the Vitest UI, all right? One more thing about this, that you need also to install all of these, right? So testing library React, you can use it. Also, you do the plugin React, so you can actually get some of the global plus some of the node functions. So if you remember the group by function from Node.js, it does not work on the console. So if you integrate the correct plugins from global and from this is the global one, and from I don't know what is it called, but I think ESLint or Vitest VitJS, this one, then it will be correctly adapted to you. Yeah, I'll show you also the ESLint file for that. So after you do this, you just you just use test and test UI. I'll show you a couple of tests. How can I go back? This is the folder, and then I'll just go into source and then tests, and then this is kind of like where should I show you? I think I'll show you the browser part. All right, so this is how I'm doing it. Snapshots with nothing in the card. So I'm actually trying to get render from test and React library, and I will do expect and test from Vitest. You just need to use that test for snapshotting, or basically for the description of your test, and then the anonymous function or the callback function will just be looking for wherever you will render. In this case, we are rendering the card, right? You expect whatever to match the snapshot, and that's it. I mean, to match the snapshot is one of the powerful functions that you can just use to match a rendered snap, right? Same here. You always get things as fragments, and you can render them and then compare that fragment. Basically, you say expect as fragment to be snapshotted as, right? And as easy as that. You don't go further and you don't do more. Yeah, remember all the Babel imports? Man, Sean is the OG. He's the OG of the chat. I think, yeah, the Babel imports are really sick, because they ended up actually sometimes, whenever you create an app like as simple as this one, you will end up actually on your package.json. One of the funny part is actually you need to define some stuff. For example, here for ESLint, you just type ESLint, right? Before, it used to be ESLint source certain files from certain files, do this, bubble RC, blah blah blah, and it's kind of weird that I'm really happy that we moved on forward. But yeah, but if you are good with Babel, you are really good with understanding how to transpile and how to compile, because these are two different things, and you will understand them the best. I'm trying to learn the React front end. Okay, Sky and YRD. Alright, so if you are trying actually to understand front end and maybe to build apps in the front, learn React, it's fine. Learn React, learn JavaScript well, start with vanilla and move on, right? Yeah, so I hope I answered your question, SMA, and hopefully that helps. Nice. I really like the questions now. They are all on point. One question takes to another. We're not stop talking at all. Yeah. What's a happy DOM? What do you mean by that? Do you mean in React something called happy DOM, or the package? Yeah. So, holy shit! I for a second I forgot what I'm doing. Yeah, happy DOM is just also used for testing, and also you can use it for certain modular stuff, and it just compares. Yeah, and you can find it also on npm. But I mean, I was why you said Happy DOM in my head. It was like, oh, maybe he's talking about the virtual DOM, right? So Happy DOM will also launch like a graphical interface for you to show you kind of like they're not seeing it right here. So basically, yeah, it does like a tree, and also it shows you like with the graph how the things are. JavaScript implementation of web browser without its graphical user interface. Yeah. DOM testing with Happy DOM. Shadow DOM, virtual DOM. It's all DOM everywhere. I think this one gets, you know why I don't remember actually doing it here? Because I think whenever I did the VTest UI, probably it got installed as a requirement, because I don't remember actually doing npm install development and then Happy DOM, but it should be there. Yeah. HM7 said, is it worth it starting coding because of AI? Because or while AI exists? Because if AI told you to code, then AI is right. If not, if you're just comparing that now we don't need developers, we have AI, then you're wrong. You just need to do it. Yeah. You need to learn always to code if it's one of your passions, because you will end up really good at it. If you end up really good at it, you can save your life, get in a good job. Also, at the same time, you will be able to have a passion that is very accessible. You just need a computer. And yeah, Sean, I think, you know what? I need to fly you to Germany, to Munich, and we go to the bar and we meet all my friends and we agree that AI is a hype. Because whenever I say AI is a hype, it's just a bubble. Like we had with Corona, we are dying, everyone. 2012, do you remember 2012? Everybody talking about the end of the world. 2012 is 2012, we are gonna end. There's a tsunami that will come on 31st of December. We all dies. This is the hype that I'm talking about. People are hyping, you know. And whenever you hype, you have a bubble of shitty people investing their money in some stuff, and then they end up just losing it all. You know how much I lost in crypto? Oh man, I lost too much because of Bitcoin bubble. And Bitcoin is going to the moon, 1 million by 2016, you know. And then what? I invested, I don't know how much, lost it all. So the thing is that, yeah, DeepSeek, for example, also DeepSeek and OpenAI. DeepSeek killed NVIDIA, killed it. 400, 500 billion in a month, or I said it wrong. 500 billion in a day they lost. So imagine what they will lose in a month if they continue like DeepSeek. And then OpenAI came and saying like, hey, they lost our data. No, we lost our data to DeepSeek, which means DeepSeek stole their data. But where did you get your data from? Ask Stack Overflow, because Stack Overflow mentioned them, saying that they actually took everything from them. Yeah. But anyway, hi everyone who's new to the chat. I saw a lot of new faces, so please give it a follow. Yeah, I also have that subscribe goal on the top. It has 1 of 5. I don't know how live TikTok works, man. I just turn OBS and I start streaming. I wish if I understood how I can turn up some. There is like some tools for TikTok, like it's called the hype subscription, where you like something appear on the screen and it's a hype, and who clicks subscribe or something like that gets some benefits and stuff. But I'm even afraid to find where it is. I think I'm a boomer. I'm just getting old. On Bitcoin alone, I lost around 6k to 10k. I'm not remembering how much, but it was around the 10k mark, and I stopped because I was afraid. Yeah. On the shitty coins, like a lot of them actually. On Shiba Inu, or whatever it is called, I lost a lot, around the 6k as well. So all together, I think around 45k, I think. Yeah. It was bad era. But then I made money back. You know what? I was sitting down with my friend, very good friend actually, he's from India. We were eating steak, I remember, at work. And I looked at my phone. I said, like, imagine if we just go right now and buy Ethereum. Maybe Ethereum is the next big thing. I looked at Ethereum. It was 900 euros, right? I bought two. I remember two Ethereums with 1,800 at that time. I remember 1,818, something like that. And I ended up actually doubling my money, like to 8,000 or something like that, when it was 4,000. So basically, it was really good. And I just put that on a down payment on my wedding or something like, not to bind them, not finance or something, but I put it like into like the hall for the first part of the wedding, and then the second part I paid it when I had the money. It was really cool. What are you making in GS? Actually, we are building a lot of stuff, and today we are just talking. We're doing like a QA, and this white noise app, you can find it on my GitHub, as I am sharing everything here in my repo and repos. Yeah, here, the white noise app. Go fork it, guys. Go do PR requests. I'll be happy for you to accept it, actually. Yeah. When did you start coding? I'm 21 and I don't know what to do. I started coding when I'm 21. Now I'm 30, so 9 years of experience. And now, I mean, it doesn't matter. 5 years ago, I had 9 years of experience as well. It's the same. You just develop a new skills after that. It doesn't become, it's not the same anymore. After 1 year and a half, you probably will become a senior automatically, yeah. So just start learning at 25. Maybe you are 21 now. At 25, you will become really good. Yeah. Okay, Auntie again. AI is real, bro. Learn prompt engineering instead of GS. Okay, this comment is not bad compared to the others. Yeah. Heavy clicks looks like into a gang for our patterns, but you can use it in MVC and just like ours. Well, I didn't understand. Yeah, but you are answering heavy clicks. All right, I got it. Right. Web3 is good to get into. Yeah, but I don't know where to go actually. Yeah. So yeah, when heavy clicks asked for tell me which pattern for MVC is best, then Sean actually answered with the best, saying look into a gang of 4 patterns, and then into the MVC is just arch. So basically exponential, you will learn that and then you'll become better at it. I've lost a lot too. We learn from mistake. Yeah, man, it's all good. Which language is that? JavaScript, TypeScript. What? You started Bitcoin at first, used to mine 20 a day? Did you hold at least? Did you hodl or whatever they call it? How much are you rich now? Cap, I did really good on. Then went to the moon and I invested early on, made a good dollar. That's right, Sean. It's different from my side, and I can show you like a graph of my life. The thing is, it's very hard to actually make some dollars in this economy. So this is 1994. I was born. Very good baby. I was loved and I had my PS1 as a gift. I remember PlayStation 1 was born after 1 month from when I was born. So after 1 month, the PlayStation 1 came in. That was a good console, man. Pepsi Man, who does remember Pepsi Man? Was a good game. And also there was a Jackie Chan game, I remember, because I was a really good Jackie Chan fan. And there was some other games from Neo Geo. They came also to PlayStation 1, and there was also Street Fighters. That was epic. Yeah. It's very funny that my parents didn't care about how much time I spend in front of the screen. They were like, okay, as much as he is not in the streets, I will be happy with that. So at 6 years old, yeah, it was like a tough childhood. I think at 2 years old I have the first epilepsy. I think it was because of the screens. Now it makes sense. Yeah. So the funny part here, when it goes like this, I got actually interested when I was 6 years old with Nintendo. I really liked video games and stuff like that. So even though that I'm 30, I have really good experience with computers and consoles and stuff like that, right? Dandy, yeah, I remember that. Does now at the time it did. Yeah. All right. So no, that all was really great, And then I was born in Tunisia. Tunisia is a really third world country. You don't have to know much about it. Great food, epic food, man. Big up food. Like the food from Tunisia is like the best for me. Don't tell me tapas Spain or whatever. It's the best. Here is the best. We have like the best of both worlds. We have Italian pasta, but we are not Italian. We have Turkish sweets, but not Turkish. Whatever. So that's it. And then you move on. I started actually to learn a lot about computers when I saw the first Linux machine ever. This was the time when Half-Life, the game, came to life, if you remember Half-Life 1. And why I'm saying this? Because I remember I play a game on the computer and then I go and learn something about computers, which was like the 50-50 rule from me and my parents. So basically you do 50% of whatever you love, and then 50% with whatever they loved me to do, basically. So so you move on like this, and then at basically 18 years pass very quickly, like boom, like you are 18 years old. And here you owe nothing to the world, because what we have there is actually there's a problem with the economy, because after the Arabic Spring it became really hard to move on, like with studies and stuff, because if Harvard or wherever cost you 200k to study there for 4 years, for us it will cost 1 million dinars, which is impossible. Like you rather buy 3 houses with that. So you need to kind of like to cheat your way into universities. And believe me, in 2013 when I graduated school, it wasn't that kind of like environment where you can go to the internet and find all courses you need, right? Either you buy them, and we don't have access to euros or dollars online, and and that's it. That it was like really tough here. So I moved on like with the simplest kind of like university. So my uni was not a very known university. I can show you where it is. Let me go like this. It's a really nice place. Come on. Why it's loading badly? I have good internet, I thought. So my university is in here. This is my first university. So this is the beach, right? And I was studying in here. I will zoom on into it actually. No, not there. Here. So my first university was there and the beach was here. So basically what I did at the time is, well, like I work somewhere here, and I go work at bars, or I work at like places here, like restaurants or whatever, and I study there. And at night we go to some coffee shops here, and as you see, it's all resorts and spas and stuff like that. It was a really cool place too. It was like as if I am going for fun and I'm not going to do anything else, right? Yeah. So that was fun. Like uni was the best, but you pay nothing, by the way. I paid like 30 euros for 3 years. That's what you pay. It's free basically, and you get it like via nothing. Basically you just apply, right? And then moved to Moscow, and then for like 6 months, and then Voronezh, which is another city. And then that was the moment where I learned a lot about computers, because in Russia they learn a lot about math. So they will fry your head with mathematical modeling. Yeah. So I remember the first thing that I learned to do is actually to work. Yeah, I speak Russian a bit. Yeah. So it was like my degree. It was called Prikladная informatika, and it was on mathematical modeling, prognosis systems, basically. So I worked on prognosis systems for time and for time management of when to rain and when the bus comes, and all of these prognosis systems that are related to time, basically. Yeah, it was really nice. And then I worked with the Russians for I think 3 years, and this is why I have a really different political view of a lot of things. At the 4th year I decided to go to Germany. The Russian company at the time, do you know what they did? They paid me one full year without doing anything, just to support me, basically. It was one of the best experiences. I lived the high life. Basically this covered my rent, let's say. So I lived for free. I just get like say like whatever dollar, I just keep it in my bank, right? Nice. That's it. Yeah, this is kind of like the whole thing, but it's all kind of like too much to talk about in one night or something. But yeah, it's just interesting. Like, yeah, nothing is free. Yeah, studying is free in Tunisia, actually, very free. 30 euros for 3 years. That's a burger. Okay, look at Sean. He said that he developed a file storage site, ended up being 40 million a month hits, but had to take down. What do you mean 40 million what there? P, what do you mean by users or persons or classes or pesetos or rubles? Yeah, knowledge is power, man. Knowledge is power. Yeah, the first major that I had was comp sci or computer science. Then the second one was math, basically math models. But it was math models via via a lot of C and C sharp and C++. Man, I hate C and C templates. I learned C templates a lot at that time. It was really too much. Yeah. Okay. Hey Roman. Hey there. Hey everybody who's new to the chat. Still people make profit now though. With altcoins? Are you talking about altcoins here? No, I don't think altcoins will make you any money unless you know some insights. Or what do they say? Unless you are an insider, you know, you are in the group of the Illuminati, who knows when it comes next. How is your SQL? I'm not good really much with SQL, but I know the basics and I know very good ORMs that I use, and I get rid of it sometimes. I use these Prisma or Drizzle that helps me a lot with catching queries. Yeah. So yeah, when Sean said it's fun to create things, then look into scaling. I think you can create when your VPS gets down because there is 1,000 users on the same time, and or also when someone tries to kind of like hunt your server and take it down with these attacks, DDoS attacks or something like that. You be ready, right? But I like also the fact that you can pay extra for these and you will not think too much about it. You write with the mouse better than I ever could. Man, I think because of Counter-Strike. Yeah, I write really good with the mouse. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, man. So you have 1 million rubles per month? That's $10,000 actually. Well, that was $10,000 in 2016. Just write a simple join table. Yeah. I wouldn't do that with one brain cell that I have right now. All right. Where is the question that hereby is the use of big arrow function preference, or are there times that it's better to use with big arrows? I mean, okay. The big arrows that you see there is just because of the nerd fonts, and honestly, I don't like using too much the functional arrows, but I just got used to it because when I type RAFC, which is write functional component in React, it just creates always an anonymous function for me. So whenever you see that, it means because it got created by my LSP, not that I chose it. But yeah, Roman said, do you ever code while drunk? I don't remember actually coding while drunk, but I think I remember once I did it or twice. Not much though. Yeah. Not much. All right. Let's see how many we have now of followers that we need to reach out the 5K mark. I think I have a problem with my, let me just refresh TikTok. Okay, so we gained now in this live stream alone, we gained 58 followers, and we need 232 more to reach to 5K. You get too creative when drunk. Well, I didn't try that. Maybe someday we do it. Anti-cheat again with the negative comments. Good luck, buddy. Get a girlfriend and learn AI. Man, I'm married and I have a kid. What are you talking about? You have a code while drunk? No. But I will try it, as I said. What are you making? Morgan joined. We are not making anything today. We're just talking. What if the girlfriend is AI? You know what? Let's try that. You know what? Let's go to ChatGPT. Do you see my screen, guys? I'll try to zoom in. Okay. Look at what I ask. WC productivity tools. It's all stupid stuff. Summarize use cases. Baby fall, bruising concern. my son actually fell down from the couch. He just had, it's a very bad experience, but he was laughing, but I got so much afraid. Dark mode header tailwind interactive GS. Is GS a language? Sometimes I just be joking and I try to kind of like go one-to-one versus AI. But yeah, these are previous. Yesterday, these were like front-end dev cover letter. I just copied that and sent it to my friend. All right. Enough of that. All right. Can you be someone girlfriend and talk like a real girlfriend? And what else? And have a convo maybe? I don't know. I'm trying just to be. What? What? Holy shit, I didn't think that this will happen. What the hell? I thought that it might tell you no. What the hell? Or I cannot do that or something like that, but... So tell me... What shit? I had to talk Russian all day long. I'm kidding, by the way. That sounds exhausting. Speaking a different language all day can really drink. Did anything specific make it extra annoying, or is it just a non-stop Russian? Okay, makes no sense. Come here, let me... Holy shit, is ChatGPT trying to sext me or something? What is happening, man? Hey, Sean, what did you do? What the hell? I mean... Okay. Where to go? Holy shit. Right here. Right here, babe. In my arms. Wraps you in a warm, cozy hug. Now tell me, was it work? Okay, this is smart. Now it's trying to get away out of context, right? Yeah. Probably because of my input. I gave it the context and I also forced it to talk like a real girlfriend and have a convo. So, damn, I'm a prompt engineer already. Nice. It's very funny, man. What AI does. Like, look at the dedication of some of the users in the chat. I mean, Salutare or Saluar or whatever its name is said, damn, use some moment.js. He literally ignored everything that we're having here and he went up and read the date stuff, the get minute stuff, and that's the dedication of a good engineer. Big up, man. I'm not trying to do anything or say anything bad. You're the genius. Yeah. So here, it's amazing what AI can do. I'll just take this off, man. He's speaking facts. You replace your own job. Oh, I often give it context. You replace... okay. Yeah, man. Alright, everybody new to the chat, please follow. That pushes me forward. We will be tomorrow actually doing something better. We will install the state management tool, we will start Redux, because I actually didn't work with Redux for a long time. I work with Zostand and stuff like that. So I talked about this last in the chat, and I said maybe we will put it in the README file, but we all agreed on 10 stack for router, and then we said we will add Redux toolkit because it's been a while. So it's a bit good maybe to go back to the OGs and learn about that. Nice, man, Sean, thank you very much. Have a nice day. And all right, anybody in the chat wants to code now? Let's do something maybe. Man, Mustafa, you were here from the beginning, and we said no for sure for that. So AI won't do anything, really. All right. AI is just there to make you fast. It's not there to make your job harder or something. Yeah, or not there to replace you. So it rather make you faster, but not replace you. So try to use it. Try to kind of prompt it to help you create some regex like I do, and then see later where you can use it to actually for your benefits, maybe to make you faster even and stuff. Yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah. All right, guys. I think I will just end this at midnight my time, so we have 4 minutes. Let's write in the chat what we need to do for tomorrow, and yeah, I would be really happy to assist you guys and maybe build the part where we need to add Redux. Hey, Diane Shane said, am I seeing Vim? Yes, you are. You are seeing NeoVim with Tokyo-Night theme. And we are actually building a small app called the White Noise app. Let me show you that. I actually run it right now. I think that I'm running it. I have Tmax also. Oh, I'm not on the npm run dev. And yeah, let's go and show it to the guys. Why it's not working? I think it should. Yeah, cool. So my app is stupidly enough a small app that we created with just Firebase for connection, also for databasing, for certain stuff. We have some white noises here that we can use, and one of them is rain. Also we have summer night. We have some other stuff, and we have a timer, start, reset. Also this to add your own noise if you want to get it from YouTube. And that's it. It's like too much stuff that you can add. And we want actually to make this float somewhere whenever you are actually maybe going to services or contact, because services maybe you are trying even to add this icon right now for the fan sound, for example. We need to make it as a wave server. That's what we agreed on, and and we're making it just better and better every day. For the 10 stack router, we just set up like our root and our home page basically, and we have another page called about. Actually, if you click here, you'll see the about page, but it's still just empty page for now. That's it. I mean, we didn't do much. Everything was just building it using like the normal React hooks without actually integrating anything more. But overall, it was just fun to do. Yeah. Yes, that's actually a very good one. All right, let's add that to the README file from Star Sailor. He said we need to add, I think I have it. Oh, sorry, I think I have it. Yeah, adjustable volume controls. I remember right now that I wrote this, but I didn't give it, I didn't prioritize it basically. But yeah, good point, good point. You are really smart, mate. Yeah. You know, the UI is the last thing that I need to actually care about. Yeah. For now, at least. When I finish with everything, actually I will do it. And also probably I'm using ChatCN, so that's why I'm not pulling like too much Tailwind classes into it right now. So I'm gonna change that. So yesterday, for example, we did one of the buttons, we changed it to become like with the icon changing from play to pause. That was really cool to do. So yeah, Star Sailor actually suggested some really good stuff. Thank you. All right. So any more questions, guys? Anything that you want me to answer? Yeah, theming for sure. Yeah. Everything will be done. B Studio in the chat. Welcome back. You know, Sean was here. Now B Studio is here. Everybody in the chat. Nice. We will give it another 10 minutes just for B Studio. All right. So now I'm checking Twitch. I have some. Actually, we have some good comments on Twitch. Sorry that I didn't actually catch them on time. You said you had a Git. That was one. The second one was like, can you ask ChatGPT to make you a sandwich? Because we tried ChatGPT actually to ask him to become a girlfriend, and it started to sext me somehow. As soon as the AI can prepare me food, I'll dump my wife right away. This one is amazing. Yeah. All right. Nice. Thank you all the first starters in the chat. Let's check Kick. I mean, why I'm streaming to all these platforms and not stacking actually everything from everywhere. Yeah, but Kick is dead though. There is no chatters. Not as much as TikTok though. Still working on the same app, but we are not working actually. I'm trying just to answer the questions. And yeah, here you go. Did you see the MP Studio? The fact when you actually chatted with ChatGPT. Sorry that I didn't catch your comments on Twitch, but yeah, thank you a lot for the follow there as well. Nice. Yeah, maybe we will do some lead code. Actually, BitStudio, we did some lead code. I don't know if you know that, but my chat didn't like when I did it. So there was like this training for where is it? I forgot what it is. I'll just CD into it. Yeah, this one. I have a problem with my LS. Yeah, I did this one, but the chat was not happy. Whenever I write something, you'll be like, why you are doing a set? Why you are doing this? Why you are doing this? And I'm like, okay, maybe I need to go easy on them. The thing is that, for example, for this count prime ones, I tried actually to explain to them how to count primes. Basically, how to get out of the error boundaries. Basically, if you know that prime number starts with the number 3 first, so you make sure that you don't actually take a start doing computation when you know that your number is 0 or 1 or 2, right? So that's what is the line 42. This we start with that, and then I told them that I will fill the first two 0 and 1 by false, because that's not a true or a prime number. I know that, right? So people, they weren't actually very happy about what I wrote, but I think this is the best kind of example that I can go to. And then I did a for loop, and I filtered the booleans, basically filtering the true. Yeah, and then it will output how many truths do you have. So it says, hey, you have four prime numbers and enter 20, which is 3, 13, 11, and 17. Yeah, but whenever I do something, yeah, this one was really fun because the chat actually suggested the name, and there was one that was really cool we worked on. It's called Fizzy Fuzz or something like that. I forgot what it is. Yeah, this one. So basically we check if a number is divided by 1 and 5 and 3. If it is divided by 3 and 5, we say fizz buzz. If it's divided by 3, we say fizz. If it's divided by 5, we say buzz. Else we do piz, like some guy in the chat said. It was very funny, so I put it there. Yeah, anyhow, it's just fun. I do lead code, but I don't think that everybody enjoy it. I don't know why. Yeah, lead code is funny and also hard. Kind of like I won't do lead code unless I am really in the weekend mode, kind of. Is it hard to create a web with code and stuff? Web app, you mean? If you get the knowledge of how to create, then you're good. Yeah. Do you work remote or hybrid? I do remote and I do hybrid, both. Yeah. Oh, BStudio did a lot of lead code for interview. What is the question that stood out to you in lead code? Maybe we try to fix it now or try to solve it right now. Yeah, that would be a good thing to do. Let me know. Give me a question in the chat. It can be anything you want. Are you a full stack developer? I cannot tell myself that I'm full stack, but I'm really better at the front end because I use React. Let me check. Oh my gosh, BStudio is preparing for us something big. I mean, okay, BStudio said that for the primes, I think. I don't know. Anonymous. No, TikTok, why? Every 2 hours he needs to just spam us with voices. Okay, do Germans ever lead code questions? Do they ask in every job lead code style questions? No, not really, not the Germans though. They can send you a coding task. I can show you some of the code tasks that I did. What's a const? A const is a constant, basically. It's something that you cannot change over time. You just need to affect a value for it once. Nice. Alright, we don't have too much followers today. That's sad. We need to reach the 5k mark. We need to celebrate that. Oh, you know who followed me right now? Okay, this is a big one. I think Net Ninja. Do you know the Net Ninja guy? Is he in the chat? I'm not sure. But I saw Net Ninja just followed you, which is really good. If I get noticed by the Americans now. Oh yeah, Net Ninja started to follow you. That's nice. Awesome. Oh god, this dude, man. He's one of the best. I remember looking at his channel and learning from him, actually. That's really cool. Yeah. Nice. I have a lot of videos that I talk about random stuff, so you can go there and check. All right. So, given an integer, count the total number of digits 1 appearing in all non-negative integers less than or equal to n. So basically, you get an integer which is 9, let's say. You count the total numbers of digit 1 appearing in all non-negative integers less than or equal to n. I honestly didn't understand this. Given an integer n. So can you elaborate on it? Just give me an example, the input and output. That will be good. And then I will start. Net Ninja is actually a very good known YouTuber. I will find it and share with you. Yeah, this guy have 1.7 million actually. Let me show you this guy. He has like Flutter projects, videos about React, very popular videos with millions of popular videos, and that's really amazing. Yeah. Anyhow, it was really cool. Yeah, so let's see what the problem is asking us to count how many times the digit 1 appears in all numbers from 0 to n. If n is 13, then it will be the output is 6. Yeah, for 1, and then no, how it will be 6 if it's for 13? It will be 1, 10, 11, 12 and 13. 5, right? I learn from YouTube all the time, man. Like all the time. 11, did I forgot 11? 1, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, you're right. No, 1, 10, 11, 12, 13, 5. Yeah, for sure. Man, Okay, okay. You got 2 1s and 11. All right, man. Okay, okay. You see, I'm dumber. All right, let's go and do that. I'll try. Even though that I think this will got me stuck as well. So I will call it count once equal anonymous function. You see, I always use the anonymous functions, but sometimes it doesn't work, right? We will get here n, right? And it will be, oh, I am writing TypeScript, it's fine, not. And we return num, basically, right? We will initiate that as a temp. So basically we'll say const num equals 0 for now, or at least. And it should be a let, not a const. And then, all right, I will just do array. You know what? I'll just do an array of all the n's and then go into the array and count how many ones do I have. Right. This is what I think about, and just correct me, right? So you can say array dot all right, let's do it like this. Const new array equal a new array dot, and then I will do kind of like fill, but the thing is that I want to fill it with the n numbers. I can just therefore fill it, right? I'm not sure actually what to do, but I'm just counting in my head. We can also reduce this, and then do a reducer is better. Why should I do this then? Okay. Const new array of length. Let me just remember that. I was thinking about initializing a new array of length. Okay, and then we can fill it with n's. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do. All right, of length n, right? We can dot fill it or map it, right? And this map can take every element and just turn it into a string. And then the funny part that I will do right now is that I will not go into make this an array. I will make this actually in num again, not num, but a new thing like let counter, and I'm going to kind of like yeah, here we have no element, but we have an index. That will be cool. Yeah, we need the element to be there, but we don't need to use it. And then we reduce. What should we reduce it into? A current and accumulator, because then the reducer will return us the number, right? So the reducer can start with 0. Yeah, okay. Current accumulator, and then I will do this and I will return something, right? Instead of return, I need to initialize for 0, then I will get rid of this. All right. And then every time, because now I know that my string is basically a number into a string, I will say if current, okay, if current includes 1, then we need to count these ones actually. What will be the one that we can return to us how many times we have that one? I don't know actually. I'm trying not to look at the chat as well. Did you say something, BStudio? I thought to use two const, count and factor, with factor starting from 1. Yeah, but what if your number is 0, right? Therefore you cannot start with 1. Oh, let me see, where is line 32? Really? Do I have something missing there? Oh, I don't want to look at it even right now. Yeah. Yeah. Look at Python documentation, practice typing the code, repetition is key. Correct. Oh, this is a good question. What do juniors have to do in a company? Half-time build and half-time actually just learn, because that's what it is. Shari, don't have to be sorry. We are just trying to fix something else, and I'm totally thinking about it, very focused, to the point that when I looked at line 32 is something else in the bottom, I was like, no, I won't bother. Yeah. Okay. If current equal quizzer can do like a higher factor plus lower one. Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. But why I'm not cannot switch. I was thinking that how can I count the ones? That's what I was thinking about. Yeah. So basically, I was saying, yeah, I can have one. To include one means you include one, only one. You can say, yeah, I have one there, but how many times do I have it? So that's what I was thinking about. What is the thing that returns? How many ones do you have? You can reduce again, right? I don't want to do reduce into reducer, right? Ah, man. Okay, let's do it. If current includes that, you just take current and then index of or something like that. Okay, I can reduce that or sum that, or every one add one. Yeah, I can do that. Let counter equal 0, and then for every time, yeah, you can do current.trim, con.trim, not current.split, and then therefore this will split it into an array. .map, actually not .map, .filter, not .filter as well. What will be the best way to, yeah, .filter will be good. Element equal 1, and then dot length, right? So now you know how many times you have that one, right? Oh, what's happening? Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's correct, I think, right? So if current, you let a counter and then equal to that, yeah. And then oh, that's a bad name for it because we have a counter here. We'll call it like count, maybe, yeah, or how many ones, just for the sake of it, right? So if current includes 1, you say how many ones do I have? I will filter when the element is equal to 1, because now I splitted it already, I splitted the array, and then I will see only the ones, basically, right? Yeah, I did a mistake here. I need to do this actually, right? So that's cool. Now I know how to have how many ones. Now I'm in the current, so I just do accumulator, which is 0. Accumulator plus equal how many? Which is wrong. Yeah, I will just cc this, and I will cc this and put it here, and that would be counter, right? Or how many, basically, sorry, how many ones. And then therefore here if it's else, basically I don't care about it, and here I return accumulator. I think this will work, right? What is num here? Okay, I will return counter, and in this case I will just if counter is just there, I'll just do this and then return here. Do you get the point, VStudio? I think this is cool, right? You can just do log n complexity, but it's very slow. Yeah, for sure. But for me, I'm tricky. I'm the tricky guy. But you get my point here. I'm just doing an array of n numbers, so I know that this is whatever you come. So this is O of n already. And let me console log this. And we said 13, right? So count once, 13. The complexity of this is ridiculous. All right. I'll stop here. The challenges. Random. Oh, what the hell? Alice node challenge. Oops. It shows 0. Okay, there's a mistake. There's a mistake in something. I think I have a mistake in the return. Am I seeing something wrong here? Okay. Yeah. So this reduce has a 0. But then, am I wrong? Doing something wrong here? Can someone spot this? Um, 8 hours per day, as many as you can is better. Yeah. Yeah, that's correct. I agree with you on that. Actually, yeah, do as many as you can, because that shows competition and shows like the love of doing stuff. So it shows that you just have consistency. 2 hours to 4 hours, that's also good. For 1 year and a half, you will become really good. Yeah. All right, let's find out what is the issue with this. So what I will do, actually, I'll just console log this, my how many part, and just be a very good guy and just do this. So yeah, there is an issue with that. It's not just getting 0 only, but it's not getting into the reduce at all. Yeah, so return a new array of n dot map. All right, let's try dot fill. All right, cool, but still doing that. All right, so now we have dot fill working for us. Now it has like the problem with includes, right? Maybe we need just to do the console log current just to see that we are on the clear, right? This is how I debug, honestly, because I don't have anything to debug with. So now we are on 0, which means good. Cool. I will just leave that. So now if current dot includes 1, so it says that current cannot be, but current is a number, and I switched it to parsed int to string, basically. Why it's not reading that? Yeah, okay, so as you said, probably we can do modulo, so we make sure that that number is divided by 1. That's all numbers, basically, instead, unless 0. It's actually very tricky. I thought that it's easy to do like that. Yeah, it should fill if you use the fill function, right? BStudio. Right. Right, with the fill. But the fill should do that. Ah, okay, but we should maybe. Okay. All right, you know what? I will go. Oh man. Yeah, I got the point. I'll just, for the sake of it, make it work, and then see what is the problem. And by the way, we need I plus 1, right? Or no, we need I, it's fine. Yeah. So now let me just stop that there. I'll just put here, and instead of a return, now it becomes tricky. Const array equal that, and then I will come here and say console log that array, and then I will do here array.reduce. This will return nothing, by the way, but I just want to see my array. You see, so it's 0 to 12, right? So that's correct. We are doing well, but I think the dot includes is not working. It's saying 0, which is really weird. So array.reduce. For sure we don't have a return now yet, at least. Still 0, huh? Console.log current, it said 0, and then current contains, maybe, I'm not sure, but includes should work, right? Am I tripping? Yeah, I'm still missing n. New array of fill.map of I. Yeah, but 0 to 12, so here you need to fill it with, yeah, I can just do +1, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Alright, this is cool and not cool at the same time, because y does not include work like that. You want to collab? I would love to. Please DM me for that. Yeah. Try array from. You think so? You think here? Array from array, or what do you mean exactly? Because I don't think this is different from what we did. Yeah. I have only problem with this one, actually. So the current for us now is 0. Current dot includes, I'm sure that includes should work. But let's just do this. And I will GB this just to see if it works. Yeah, so it went from 0 to 13. But funny enough, it treated as all the currents are single numbers, right? Should I do the toString again just for fun? Okay. So dot length wasn't working now. So now if I do that, let how many, it is having a problem with dot length, saying that it's not a function. It is a function because it's an array, right? This one I can actually say current.split, because now current is a string. Okay, so here also it's reading that as not string. It's redundant, but let's try. Dot length also is not working here. What the hell? Okay. Yeah, I got the point, I think. But the thing is that if how many, basically I will just do this and try, and that will be fine. I make it very complicated now because then you guys won't understand this. Alright, then I will do this and then get rid of that. Still dot length is not a function, it says, but I'll get rid of this. Try to do the same that I did on top. Console log that, how many, whatever, and then I'll just do this and put how many. Number of ones. Okay, now we are ridiculously doing something wrong. Okay. Okay, so now it returned 1. It just doesn't like this length part. Okay, so number 1 worked, and then number 2 didn't work for sure, because there is no length. So that's only if it includes 1. Then why it didn't continue? Do you have any idea why it didn't continue here? Or wait a second, did I make a mistake? Holy moly. Is it accumulator before current or current before accumulator? I think accumulator before current. Holy shit. If this is the mistake, then I will kill myself. Still the same issue, but actually I think the accumulator before. Now I am actually in the reduce part. Yes. Yeah, the syntax is a bit bad when it comes to that. So the accumulator is first, the current is second. That was the mistake, first one. And the second one is actually the length is just not a function. Yeah, correct, because I'm putting length as a function. That's really nice. Yeah, I don't know why I did that actually. All right, so now correct. Oh my gosh, that was the mistake. It was 2 mistakes at the same time, and we find them both at the same time, which is really funny. All right, so I will leave that back. I will check this again. And the funny part that in 1 we have only 1. Cool. In 10 we have only 1. Cool. In 13 we have only 1. Here we have only 1, which will be counted as 2. So we are going to the correct part. It's just that our accumulator now is not returning the correct value. Okay, it's returning 3. But is it correct? No, it's not. So here our accumulator needs only to push out how many ones it has, and the return of accumulator should be there. Okay, I'll just take off the console logs and test out again. Alright, so 11, 1, 1, 1, 2 ones. Alright, so here it's actually very strangely still console logging. Very weird. So this is the length of it. I'll just take off that. accumulator should be 0, right? Okay. I'll just do the return here and get rid of that, and then undefined 0, 1, 11, and 21. That's wrong. I honestly now don't know where is my mistake, because here the return of that reducer that starts with accumulator, that is 0. If there is a number 1 already, number of ones, which we can actually console log here, and I'll just console log something after this, just to be on the clear, to know that we are not actually looking into something else, because there are too many stuff. Yeah, cool. So let me clear out. Alright, I wrote console log wrongly. Yeah, this one. Number of ones. I don't know where is this coming from. Is it from the function itself? Count ones equal just a simple function that returns all of this, and it returns nothing at the end but this reducer, and for some reason it's returning that too many times. So I'll just do here the sum or the counter and just return the counter at the end. That's probably the issue. Still the same. Am I tripping actually now? So yeah, 1, 1. This is in the 1, this is in the 10, this is in 11, this is in 12. So I just want to sum all of these, and that's it. So here it just console log that, and then I said if that, then return that. Alright, I'll just do it like that and just go back to my function being here to return the accumulator at the end. Funny enough. Okay, this is another error on top, on the bottom of it. But yeah, this is correct, but sum of function, I think I have a mistake. Maybe I need to read the chat. You could use a for loop, but it's not easy. You would need at least a for of. Can you use a simple approach with for loops? Yeah, I will do that, don't worry. I think there is a new way, not using console log, but other VS Code debugging tools. Yeah, we don't have VS Code here, that's why we are using NeoVim. Hey, Mundu, welcome back. Oh, look at you joining the chat at 1 AM. Yeah, you can do that. I know, it can be done like that as well. But now the reducer, I think my problem with the reducer was that I didn't return it correctly, right? So I need to know where to put it. And honestly, I think that I changed too much that I lost it. Alright, I will let the chat think about it, and then I will just give myself a minute to think about it first. Because this is honestly impossible then. Like, literally. I think it's in the return accumulator on top. I got it, I think. Yeah, I think I got it. The problem that we did a return after that if makes no sense, because then it will return undefined at some point. Nobody actually saw this, I think. Oh my gosh. It's a number of ones. see, 6. Oh my god. It was just this. Oh my gosh. If I did this in a job interview, I think I would be thrown at, honestly. No fucking way, man. No way. It does. You know, .phil does that for us, man. Hello back. Why at 1 a.m. and people started to watch more? We have no more followers here. That's really pretty cool. Alright, guys. Oh, TikTok has a very funny thing. It tells you, hey, keep going, do live stream. We'll give you this and this and that. And then you at the end of the day you check, oh, how much is it? 5 cents, which is really funny because I don't care about the money, but it's for some creators that are starting from zero and they want actually to become like creators and stuff, they probably need more than 5 cents to go on, right? All right, I love your new Vim configs. Can you share? I will share that with you for sure, 100%. Let me just go to my GitHub, and then I will go into the app. Yeah, so I will share with you also my repository for that. So if you go to my GitHub, this is my name. You can copy it, make a screenshot, or just write it. The good thing about this is that I have everything in one repo, even though there is a new Vim repo. Where is it? This one, my new Vim setup. Even though that it's kind of like a one repo, it contains also a Microsoft PowerShell Tmux config for fish, first terminal, and init Lua for some of the Lua configs. And then if you go here, you'll find out the core plugins that I use. So all these are the core plugins that I use. You have, for example, Surround Lua, you have Lua Line, MVM, CMP, LazyGit as well, one of the best, and then so on and so forth. By the way, BStudio, thanks a lot for this kind of lead code question. You returned me down to earth. You returned me back to earth. I was thinking that I'm a senior. Now I'll go change it to a junior. But yeah, the fact that I didn't look at anywhere, I just and I went like step by step how I thought about it. I think it was smooth. Hopefully. What do you give me? 3 out of 10. All right. So yeah, add in count once problem, and here we go. Nice. All right. Nice. I added this to Git, by the way. So if you go to my main here, you'll find out that I added it already. So also this is another repo in my Git. It's called Coding with the Chat. That's what I remember it's called. Yeah. And also they're all public, so you can go there and check them out. In the repos, there is Coding with the Chat, or Streambase, sorry, Streambase. You can start it. We will do lead coding here from now on, okay? So this one will be what we just did right now. So if you click challenges, you will go there and you will find out all the stuff. Yeah, the count ones from BStudio. You know what? Let me do a favor, and I will write a shout out for BStudio for that on the same file. So anybody who helps us doing this kind of stuff, we will do a shout out to him, right? It will be really nice. Yeah. So what we will do is just go GG up. Oh, sorry, go GG up, and then I will put here a comment, GCC. That's what I do, and then thanks to BStudio for the question, and enter your question, and therefore it will stay there forever. Adding copyrights. Like how you see adding copyrights over there. All right, I'll push that. You will find it now in my GitHub BStudio. So let me share my screen again. and then refresh. There you go. Thanks to B Studio for the interview question. Nice. Yeah, my head hurts as well. I cannot share it in the chat. You just go and like search my name, Ayman Sakohi, and then you will find everything. All right. For every tutorial, you did projects right from YouTube. After every tutorial, you did projects right from YouTube. Yeah, I did projects right from YouTube actually. Yeah. We were talking about Net Ninja. That oh, B Studio actually mentioned that. Yeah. You shout out to me for causing you mental pain for sure, man. But it's all good. Bilal is asking where I'm from. Tunisia, Tunis. I think you are too, right? No, let me click on your profile to check. Not really. I don't know. You don't put any flags in your in your profile. Tunisia. Okay, nice. Then we are all from the same country. Yeah. B Studio is a baby developer. No, you are a beast, man. All right. You've 51 people attention span at the moment. You're not doing bad. Oh, how many people watching? I see 30 on top. I don't see 51. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Live Studio is really bad at this. Have a nice day. Thank you, Yarko. I think Yarko is from Ukraine. He mentioned a lot that in the chat. Made a great content. 10 out of 10. Thank you, mate. Thank you a lot, mate. Thanks everyone who's supporting, and please follow up, subscribe, do everything. I really appreciate it. Look at B Studio actually tried to fix out with me. I am only now seeing the comments. That's why I didn't read them, because I have a problem with the Live Studio. I think it's every creator problem. All right. Please do a PR if you find one. Bilal asked if I stream on other platforms. I stream on Twitch and I stream also on Kick. You can find me with the same name, Async Stack. You're learning JavaScript. So this is where I check the accumulator kind of stuff. Yeah. All right. Put the terminal away. What do you mean that? Oh, B Studio is from Italy. Nice. Yeah, so here I check the accumulator. Instead of me putting the current before the accumulator, I flipped them, and that was wrong. Are you employed? Yeah, I am. And I hate it. I need to wake up early after 5 hours probably to just keep up working. What do you mean by TC? TypeScript? Or this is lead coding basically. We are just lead coding. Yeah. But a very nice problem. Total comp. What do you mean by that? Compensation? You want that? I have my dog next to me here. She wants food. I already gave her too much. What she does, it's really like very tricky. She goes to every member of the family, ask for food. They all give her, and then she knows that I am the last one to come to, and I still give her food. So she sleeps on a very full stomach. Very smart dog. Yeah, total compensation around the 100k mark, or above that, but not much for what I do. Actually, it should be more. Yeah, longest substring without repeating. Should you set? Yeah, isn't it like that? It should be. Or did I use something else? Yeah, I have a for loop there. I remember. Man, whenever I write a reduce or a substring or whatever, or a set or a map, my chat goes like boom. What are you doing, bro? And they start to kind of like saying, like, as you just said, like the O to N stuff. So they start to say that it's not understandable. We need to switch it out to make it more understandable and stuff like that. So for me, I just change it to what the chat wants. If you see, we have a splitted string, right? Set repeatable counter, text repeat counter. That one, line 28. You see, I used the substring there, like a regex string, and my chat didn't want that. They want me to use the split function. replace all split functions, so I can replace all dots with empty string. But our text at the time was with dots. But what if it's a futuristic, I don't know, symbol or something? So then, yeah, have fixed window size. Yeah, look, what do you mean by that? Because I don't understand. Do you mean that I have a terminal window problem, or? If they ask me this question in tech interview, I might turn off internet and pretend I'm That's a really cool one. All right. I mean, I once did worse than that. They asked me who is my idol, and I knew I'm rejected at that time. I said Kanye West is my idol. And Kanye West at that time was like one of the most heated because he said a lot of bad stuff about the Jews. And and I was in a coder interview. I finished the coder interview. I felt like the lead developer is looking at me like this guy knows stuff, but he did some oopsies. And I was like, yeah, I did some oopsies, but that's fine, right? He asked me then, what is your idol? I said Kanye West, and I got a rejection after 30 minutes. It was really bad. Does this require pure math? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Come on, Linda. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't require math at all. It requires some algorithmics and some logical stuff, but not much. It's very funny that I see 30 people watching. Can everybody in that who's watching comment maybe? I just want to see everyone watching commenting because I want to know you people. I don't want to talk to only 3 people and there is like 29 other people watching us from far and not seeing anything. Oh, Yarko is still here. Shout out to Yarko in Ukraine. Star Sailor is here. Okay, doing lead code. Yes, now we are doing lead code. Do you have a computer science degree? Yes. Mustafa is watching from Stockholm. Nice. I did, but you aren't reading my comment. Ronani, come on. It's not me. It's the live studio thingy. Sometimes I cannot. Do 9-3 binary subarray with some. What the hell is that? Look, sometimes the American problems and the American names and stuff for some certain problems are not reaching Europe. So you need to kind of like be more specific. Okay, it's called the DO903. It's on Decode Buddy. Okay, I never heard of this. Actually, whenever I lead code, I just go and Decode Buddy is called. Oh, look at that. I found Code Buddy, but not Decode Buddy. Are you sure about the naming? Ah, it's on lead code. Okay. Okay, lead code DO 903. Subset it's called, right? It's the subset? For sure, for sure. Okay. Let me see 903. Is this like some god level stuff? Valid permutation of DI sequence. Is this the one? Oof. Alright, I'm not going to do this. Not now. Believe me, I'm not going to do this now. Yeah. No, V Squad already fried my. But I will save it, right? Rostamrad or whatever. I will save it and then I will do it. Alright. I see that. Yeah. So you are going to have a D for decreasing, I for increasing, and then there is this length of string, and then you need to input DID and then output 5 for how many number of permutations. Alright, I got the point, and I will do that. Acceptance rate is 57%. So actually I never worked with lead code before. I don't know why, but I don't do it. Type. So my advice to you, go to a website called roadmap.sh and put exactly what you want to learn and move forward from there, okay? And that's it. And as Rostamrad said, we all start from somewhere. So you will start someday slow, and you will go further to have better insights for JavaScript and or the language that you're using. Preferably you use Python, because Python has a lot of prototype functions that you can use. When I say prototypal, it's just saying that it has a lot of functions under the hood, like array.sum that sums the stuff for you and stuff like that. Alright, we have Nedivel joining the chat. He said salut. So we can code but can do DevOps. I don't do DevOps, man. More salary and less headache. Yeah. Python is easiest for interviews. Yeah, correct. Python is easy for interviews 100%. Alright, I tried to reach out 500 followers by today, but I don't think that we did it. Let me check. How many followers do I have now? TikTok. I actually got so many messages I got lost. We have 4,800. Yeah. Permutations are crazy. Can you show us some side projects? Yeah, I can do that. Alright. I'll show you, but I won't go into the code, okay? Because these are private ones that I'm working on. But yeah, we have a remote employee tracker. We are trying to kind of like find out a way to track employee goals in the company. Oh, this one is selectors on dopes, I call it. It's kind of like, let me open the chat so I can read on the same time. It's kind of function, for example, that reads a class, reads your class, it's called to be model, and throws a full model inside that. Throws the whole model like this. Just create like a full model for you. It just waits for the value that you want to put in that model, and think about it as jQuery but on steroids, kind of. That's a good side project. For example, to be select box takes the options from you, push also a separator, and it does a whole select box for you, and then it returns it at the end with selected values as your options. To be FIQ, for example, also the same, returns like a displayed FIQ with Tailwind for sure, and it is really nice. Yeah. Oh, Yarko said he solved the task with 2 4H's. That's correct. I mean, yeah, you are better. For sure, I will go with reduce. But better you don't go for O2 of N, because that's more of what you want to do. Linko is a good project. I'm able to sell this now because it's really a nice project. I can show you this. It's kind of like Linktree, but with... it's called Linko basically. It's really better than even Linktree. It has email templates. It has pages that are really nice. So basically here, if I remember, there was like a template part. It has a dashboard part where you can check your weekly clicks on your stuff. Yeah, it's really amazing. Get current plan, for example. You buy your own plan for the link stuff, and it's really nice. I built this with the student, and I'm going to continue on it in the future. Yeah, this is my config for VS Code. It's really nice config as well. This is me learning how to master React Query. I kind of learned a lot about React Query recently, actually. I have my boilerplate for projects that I do that, and I update it every week or so. So 3 months ago I updated it. And this one is really nice because here you can see that I am creating my own like concurrent attached commands to run perfectly a server from the backend with the front. So then in the front you will find me here configuring proxy in Vite, just like this. So I can call the localhost 3000 of that proxy. And then in here I will just in the package.json I will call concurrently again with Vite and also the npm run server, which means that I'm running the backend and the frontend at the same time. So kind of like this is, yeah, with Vitest UI and stuff like that. So this is me just playing around, and every year I prepare a new boilerplate. So by the end of this year I'll prepare another one. Yeah. Charles Eastman said, what are you working on? I am, yeah, we were lead coding, and right now we are just chatting basically. Cybersecurity classes, I think you can go to so many places to find good one. One of them is called Cloud something, I forgot about it, but honestly it's not my cup of tea and I cannot help you a lot. Yes, user ask, are you working as a web dev? Yes, I'm working as a front-end engineer. Yes, BStudio, I have one like that. I have 2 projects with OpenAI, but I didn't show them yet. Yeah. Focus Land is really also a good project. I think it's public. I started it. Oh no, it's private. Okay. Focus Land is really nice project as well, but I didn't finish it, I think. Yeah. I didn't finish. I started, then I didn't finish. Lost and Found also is a good project. This is DR is like a very private project as well. It's a TypeScript app that helps you drain Bitcoin basically from other accounts, but it's really malicious, and now it's read as a Trojan basically. I cannot do this anywhere. The T30 TikTok game. This is me teaching people how to work with TikTok, and we are using a TikTok API to make live stream with infinite runs. Yeah, a lot of memories. Noah is my son, by the way. So when he was born, I made the app dedicated to my son. Maybe someday he can check it. It's really a nice app, and hopefully he checks it someday. I will prepare a snapshot with Docker so he can check it. Webmailer, dev shoutout. Yeah. Complete intro to Linux. This is just understanding Linux from Brian Holt. It's a really good project. That's it. I have real estate. This is one of the most very funny experiences that I have. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, this is like a TikTok project. When I found out about TikTok and stuff, I just started to create stuff. So these are the latest ones, and they're all projects that I'm not proud of and proud of at the same time, so sometimes I just don't finish. Okay guys, I'm really tired. It's 1 a.m. here. Thanks a lot for watching. I honestly enjoy your help, and I can say only one thing. I honestly didn't think that we are growing this that fast. We are nearly 5k followers now. Please push in, and if you want also to kind of like support or something, we have that subscribe button on TikTok, and also we have Twitch and Kick. You can follow there as well. It really pushes me forward. Thanks everyone. Thanks Yarko for being here for the first time as well. Ronani as well. Everybody who's commented, and BStudio for being the OG of the chat. And yeah, thanks all. I really appreciate it. We will come back tomorrow with another topic, and we will go every day and try our best to kind of build things up and make good stuff. All right, cool. Thanks a lot, and see you soon. And if you want to collaborate or support or whatever, just reach me out. Yeah, that would be nice also as well to kind of like collaborate with people. And also for these GitHub stuff, please like fork them and create PRs if you need. I will accept them and I will push them forward. So I will always accept your changes. And if you want to make this repo that is behind me right now for the challenges to become even better, let me know as well. Just push your code, right? And I will accept it. All right. You are the best, and see you tomorrow at 10 p.m. Bye bye.